Yo, what's up, people? It's Marquis, the coolest nerd, thecoolestnerd.net. Back with another review. This time is for The Inpatient. This is brought to us by Supermassive Games, of course. I did purchase the game. Not sure exactly when it released. I think it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe. I'm not even sure, man. But hey, the main thing is that it's out now on PlayStation VR. And it runs at $39.99. Let's get into it, man. The graphics for The Inpatient. I mean, Supermassive Games, man. If you played Until Dawn, you know what they can do graphically, and they basically did the same exact thing with The Inpatient. It is absolutely amazing. The graphics that they put in VR are, I would say, easily the best that I've seen on PlayStation VR. The game is, it's just beautiful, from the character models to the setting in the hospital. Which you're basically in the same place the whole time. So it's great, man. It's really great. Definitely adds a great element, to the game itself. Now, this is not obviously, a gameplay video. It's a review. So if you want to watch the gameplay, you can definitely check out that video. I did post that a week ago. So you can check that out. Now, as far as the gameplay, there's not really a lot of it. I would say that. And this is, you're seeing me at the end of the game here. So, it's definitely definitely a dark game. And the gameplay itself is very slow. It is terrifying. A lot of jump scares at times. But I think that's more in the beginning of the game. The actual, as you get later into the game, nothing's really scary, to be honest. There's no more jump scares, and when you take away the jump scares, the game is it's not the same, really. It's still you can still be engaged in the game because, like I said, the graphics, and then the stuff that happens. I'm not gonna turn around and show you what happens here. I don't want to ruin the game. But the game is pretty short, and that definitely takes away from the experience. But like I said, the actual gameplay itself, you're walking, like picking up stuff, turning it over, going back in the past, it's showing you different things. One cool thing I thought was really, really great, and I haven't seen any other game do this. The Inpatient allows you to speak the responses. So, like any other Supermassive game, the decisions that you make in the game affect the game. And there's specific decisions that you make that, the little butterflies fly out and show you, like, hey, this is like a turning point. Whatever you choose here is going to change what the ending is going to be, or what have you. So it allows you to, obviously giving you two choices. When someone says something to you, you can answer two different ways, and you can actually speak it. I found that to be, to keep me really engaged in the game. I think that's pretty cool to not have to just choose it. You can just speak it. It kind of, gives it just a more authentic feel or something. So that was definitely a good thing, and I thought they added. But like I said, it's not a lot of, if you're looking for, a lot of action or something like that, it's not that. It's more story driven. The choices do matter. So you just got to know what you're getting yourself into as far as the gameplay goes. Now, as far as the sound, I thought the voice acting was really, really great. The sound effects, obviously with any kind of horror or suspense type game, thriller type game, the sound has to be great. And the sound on The Inpatient does not disappoint in that way. It absolutely, and you can, see on the gameplay video that it scared me many times. I mean, the sounds like you know how like a scary movie or horror flick draws you in, and then it's like gives you that jump scare, and you just basically jump out of your shirt, man. So it does that very well. There is no doubt about that. Like I said, the voice acting is really good. Um, just, I mean, everything, man, from the echoes in the background or the stuff that's far off, any of the sounds, man, they did that perfectly. I can't see any issue with the sound at all. Definitely draws you into the game. As far as the fun factor of the game, I mean, I don't know if there's really a fun factor. It's not. It's not really fun. It's not. It's not like you're like, oh my god, I want to stop playing this game. But it's not necessarily like I'm having a great time. Like it's just it's a good game. Like it's like I said, story driven. The environment just looks really nice, and I think that's what really keeps you playing is because like, oh man, this just looks so good. Like, and you want to see what happens next. I do wish it was longer. Just a little bit, man. It's pretty short. I mean, I don't know how many hours it was, but it felt like about 5 hours maybe. And I mean, granted, there's various ways, various endings to the game, various things that you can do to change the ending as I go, and you can see like the memories that you can pick up. I didn't pick up all of them. I mean, I only did one playthrough. Definitely plan on going through it again and making some decisions differently just to see how it affects the ending. So I would say the replay value on the game is pretty high. If you care to play it again, which I don't see why not. So you can see the memories there, which I would imagine that's a trophy that you gotta, get all the memories. I think that's, you gotta explore a little bit to do that, which may add some extra jump scares in there. So it looks like, yeah, so there's two decisions, I guess, I have yet to make or something. I don't know. But yeah, this affects the ending. I don't actually know how many endings there are, but there's at least two for sure. I just don't know if it's like Until Dawn with like four of them or something. So definitely planned on finding that out. But yeah, I mean, like all Supermassive games, I mean, it gives it great replay value because of that fact. So that doesn't necessarily make it fun. It's just gives it replay value. So I guess that's more part of the gameplay than anything. But again, the game looks absolutely amazing. Sound is amazing, and it has good replay value. If you're looking for something with some action, this is not it. If you're looking for something to scare yourself, at least a little bit, this is definitely that. Yeah, so I would say, if I had to give it a score, I think people have been lowballing it, man. I mean, you got to take it for what it is. I think I would give it an 8. To be perfectly honest, I just think that's just where it should be. I mean, based on what it is, and if you're coming into it looking for something else, I mean, yeah, you're gonna give it a low score, but you gotta know what it is, man. It's The Inpatient. I mean, you're in a freaking mental hospital. It throws you for a curve. The story does, so there's a pretty decent story. And if you play Until Dawn, which I suggest playing that first, then it kind of helps you out, with this and knowing what it is and all that good stuff. So yeah, 8 out of 10, man. So yeah, that's the review for The Impatient, man. Y'all continue to check out the YouTube channel for more reviews. Check out the website, thecoolestnerd.net, for news and all that stuff. Reviews are posted on there as well. Follow us on Instagram at The Nerdiest Cool. Follow us on Twitter at The Nerdiest Cool. Appreciate everything that you guys do. Comment, like, subscribe. Please do that. Till next time, shut up and play.